Señores, ahora vamos a aprender a ahorrar. Pero ahorrar, ¿eh? Tenemos 5 PG. Hasta ahí bien. Son las 5:05 de la mañana. A las 6 nos vamos, nos quedan 55 minutos. Pues nada, vamos a invertir esos 5 PG en parar el tiempo y todo eso. Onda, una persona. De momento no vamos a usar el... ¿Qué? ¿Horario? ¿Qué? No. Quiero hablar con la guarra. ¡Con la guarra que la estoy mirando! A ver. Oh, chao. Complete. Ah, por cierto, cambié unas cosillas. Le quité a mi personaje principal, le quité aero, le puse anticoraza, coraza. A la maga le quité electro y le puse hielo electro. Y también me puse un...
I thought I'd go visit all my favorite old places before the world ends, so I sold my house. I'm using the money to travel the world now.
Are you taking the train?
Marcas salvajes. Y también esto... Le cambié una cosilla, 2 cosillas en el aspecto a mi personaje principal y a Cloud. Y a mi tercer personaje. El del personaje principal, el que llevo siempre, no se nota mucho, pero al otro sí. El otro sí que se nota. Oh, God.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
Oh. Marcas salvajes.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Momento para usar... Vale. Venga. Ah, joder, que no me dejan. ¿Qué? ¡No! ¿Cuánto tardé? Ah, tardé 1 hora, creo. Que eran las 6 y... Leches. Qué putada. No me di cuenta, pero es verdad. No pensaba que iba a tardar tanto en llegar. No contaba con eso. Me acaban de joder 5 puntos de PG. Me cago en la leche. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no quedaba más cerca? ¿Por qué?
Sarah.
It won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait! A reminder from Benevelza. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior. But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth. But instead, I felt nothing inside. And strangely, I didn't care.
Vamos a obtener otro día. Ese es uno de los cambios que le hice, ese símbolo que tiene en la ropa. Antes tenía otro y ahora le puse ese. Un cambio mínimo. Sí. La verdad es que nos va a dar tiempo de sobra. Vamos a empezar el día 5 y aún nos quedan 6 días para el fin. Si al final me voy a tener que poner a dormir en una posada para que pase el tiempo. ¿Qué? ¿Tú nunca estás? No, cuando ocurren cosas, tú no estás. No, será Lavillo, ¿no? ¿Tú dónde estabas? El don divino de Esna. Bien. ¿Tú dónde estabas cuando apareció mi hermana? O la ilusión de mi hermana.
What do you think Fang is going to do now? Will she try to break into the Order's cathedral and stop the ceremony?
No quiero hablar contigo.
Listen, when the final day arrives, Fang is going to try to save Vanille. I'm sure of it.
And what about you? Will you try to stop Vanille? Stop the Soul Song? You know it's God's will that it takes place.
Have you forgotten he's holding my sister hostage? The promise of her return anyway. I've got to do what he wants, or else.
Interesting answer. Some people might take that to mean if it wasn't for the threat, you would consider defying him.
Some people might? What about you? Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you. I'm sorry, Light. I didn't mean to sound like I don't. I'll always be on your side, even if you do decide to turn against God. You know that.
Vale, eso me alegra.
It was just for a second, but I saw Sarah. I guess I must be doing something right. God decided to give me a little taste of my final reward.
You don't sound very pleased.
Ever since I woke up as the savior, I haven't felt much of anything.
I think it's because you've been made something more than human, something almost divine.
Wait, what do you mean?
The savior is God's chosen servant. The Aradia is your life force now. It's the light of God himself inside every cell of your being. What I'm saying is, it's as if you're turning into a god yourself.
And when does that stop? When the end comes, will I be sitting up there in heaven with Benevelza himself? Not the future I want.
Me volveré la putita del dios. Coño. Ah, vale. Nope. No, sheep. Fijaos, si no hacía tiempo que no venía aquí, ¿eh? Madre mía. El norte era... No, la parte sur. Lo de las dos de las dunas y esta de las marcas. 4 sitios nuevos. Creo que no voy a hacer eso porque no es bueno. Quiero hablar contigo, desconocido.
Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
You must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend then.
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own 2 eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the angel, he's the leading expert in all of the wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do?
Fuck. Aceptar misiones, macho. No nos queda otra. Y como nunca he estado aquí, no tendré los objetos que me estarán pidiendo. Ni una. Madre mía. Yo no sé lo que me están pidiendo. Yo le doy para adelante y me da igual. Como si me pide sangre de unicornio. Yo acepto. Espera. Ah, no, 0. Yo me las apañaré y encontraré sangre de unicornio. Y si no la encuentro, pues que den por el culo. Ah, menos mal.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
You aren't from around here, are you? I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Ghazal.
I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla.
I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our chocobo legend, right?
You mean the one about a sacred white chocobo that appears at the end of the world?
That's the one. Some of us call that chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger, a signal that it's over at last.
That's something to pray for?
Oh yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things. Living off the land, growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want.
And that's why the white chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is going to be over at last.
Right. But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the wildlands, the white chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etrel, the goddess of death. They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist.
Aquí hay un enemigo. Ah. Dios mío, ¿cuándo los voy a extinguir? Que estaré en todos lados. No me deshago de ellos ni queriendo, ¿eh? No. ¿Qué? Os he extinguido. Ah, no, a vosotros no. A unos bichos muy parecidos. A vosotros, primos, hermanos, supongo. Los dos eran feos de cojones. ¿Qué? What's up, bro? Whee. Oh, people.
The vegetables they grow make perfect fodder for the chocobos.
By all accounts, he's a different...
Tengo dinero, así que... No, no te voy a vender esto. Oro en polvo... Coño. Así me acuerdo que lo había encontrado. Calavera, anda. No, hombre, yo no quiero vender estas cosas. Quiero... Vale, pues ya está. Te compro. Voy a comprar, seguro que me viene bien tener datos. Y a lo mejor hasta esto me viene bien. Semilla proveniendo de la oferta del campo. Pero lo dejamos ahí. Oh.
Hello there, stranger. Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Gazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Gazal's your man.
Yeah,
Aquel del
that's
fondo.
what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white chocobo for over a century now.
Como
No one comes
chupacabra.
close to his passion and expertise. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Joder.
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter. They planned to learn about the legend together. But about a century ago, she was killed while they were both out tracking chocobos. It was tragic. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. Soon, it was all he cared about. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks, I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary chocobo for yourself, Dr. Gazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times. At least a chocobo that looks just like it.
Sounds like he could help.
I'd bet my hunting bow on it. Well, may nature bless you.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the wildlands. It means good luck.
Garrett, que sepas que a las mujeres no les gusta ese bigotito que tienes, ¿eh? Te queda muy mal.
Excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Gazal himself. First, the basics. The legendary chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. That angel is anything but angelic. It's a rough, wild beast. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the chocobo eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white chocobo of legend...
I should find a chocobo eater.
Precisely. I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a chocobo eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the chocobo eater is a fearsome beast. Be prepared for a fight.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense. You should head east and find the City of Ruins.
Primero tendré que hablar con la gente, hombre.
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of Gazal seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything.
Sarala, me gustaría enseñarte lo que he aprendido en las dunas con Fen. Ya, si eso por la noche quedamos, ¿vale? ¡Qué ligado, qué ligado, qué ligado!
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately have never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one, if you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one. But rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the chocobo's chosen master will be led by the chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the temple of Etro herself.
You mean the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos royals, the great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it?
No, I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world, from Valhalla itself. When it still stood in Valhalla, it was responsible for sealing away a power, the one that now consumes the world. Something inside that temple is the source, the thing that created the chaos.
Hi. What do you need today?
Bueno, comprar voy a comprar. Sirena. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh my god. It's awesome. Interesante. Esto, el resto me da igual. Oh, claro, leo sombrero de paja y pienso, hostia, el de Luffy. No, es el de Luffy. Pues no. Ya me pondré a comparar ahora, a ver si me vienen bien. Necesito comprar. Establece y otorga don de fuego. Sí, pero ¿qué es don de fuego? No me dice nada eso. Me imagino lo que es, pero puede haber muchas posibilidades. Ahora mismo no. Prefiero potas. O un panacea. Venga, un panacea por si acaso. No, dije que sí. Que sí, hombre. Ahí.
And you think it's waiting in the temple? This great chaos. That's the source of it all?
It's certainly possible. Perhaps this legendary chocobo will take you there.
Or maybe it won't. But either way, someone's asking for me. And I think it's time I answer.